item here at the network, 21 years and counting. This customer pick just keeps getting better and better. It is so customizable, so easy to use. 3 to 5 minutes a day for you to lay back and actually let your body have no gravity pushing and pulling on your joints so that you can have less back pain, so you can feel more invigorated, so you can go out with the grandkids, maybe pick up an activity or a sport. And we're so excited that it has so fully like feature rich, it's everything that we want, and it's the lowest price we have ever done. It is normally $480, right? We have taken $160 off, but providing you all the things that we love. And we'll go through and break down how this is going to work for your life, how this is going to make you feel. It's a huge customer pick, and we not only dropped the price, $160 on our longest running, most successful item here at the network for 21 years. We're giving you our best flexible payment, and we've doubled the warranty. That's how we're kicking off a new year. One time a year, we're able to do that for this visit only, not 5-year warranty, but a 10-year warranty, because we want your health journey to start today, but we want it to last forever for you. So please be a part of our show. We invite you in. Our testimonial line is open. It is gonna be so much fun. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna invert as well. We do have our interest-free credit card payment that you can use any major credit card on. Makes it about $53 a day. That's not even, or $53 a day, $53 a month for 6 months. That's not even $2 a day. You might be getting up and going out and having your coffee. You're gonna spend more on breakfast, I guarantee you that. But it's about how you feel and how this can change your life. So we've got some great testimonials that we're gonna share with you, and we're gonna kick it off with a very special one that I hope you enjoy. It's from Horace. Take a listen.
I was always an active person. I've always been physical. To have that come to a screeching halt was something I really couldn't live with. Physically, mentally, and emotionally, I was totally a grumpy old man. When I got my Teeter, that's when it all changed for me. And the more I worked my back, the more relief my back gave me. And that's when I knew that this machine really works. It's so simple and yet so effective. If it wasn't for the Teeter, I wouldn't be the person I am today. It put the smile back on my face. If I was face to face with Roger Teeter, I would cry like a baby, because what he gave me was my life back. And I thank him. I thank him for that.
You can just tell me in person.
Oh, God. Thank you, sir. I didn't know you were going to be here.
I love my job, and it's because of testimonies like yours. I wrecked my back, and Inversion changed my life. This is not a gimmick. We're not just selling product. We're selling a changed lifestyle.
Yes.
So many people have written off their ability to move freely because of old age. No, it's the long-term effects of gravity combined with lifestyle, posture, and a whole lot of other things. Teeter's a way to fight back against that.
I can't thank you enough.
I mean, it gets me every time. Every
cute?
time I see that reaction, that life-changing moment that your father, Roger Teeter, created, the Teeter Inversion table. This is CEO of the Teeter FitSpine brand. What's the name? Is it just Teeter?
Teeter.
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 So you only need one
And
word,
this
you know?
is the FitSpine,
The celebrities like go by one word. This is Riley Teeter. She's the CEO of the company, and your dad created this how many years ago?
Well, the company's been going 39 years,
Wow.
but he had wrecked his back about 45 years ago, and 5 years was in debilitating pain and trying all sorts of different methods to get relief. And he didn't invent inversion. It's actually started by Hippocrates in 400 BC. So back when he had back pain, they had the gravity boots where you'd have to strap them on and then hoist yourself up. And he was introduced to those gravity boots at a water ski tournament, because that's what he was doing. He was designing water skis.
He's an engineer, right?
Yes, he's an engineer. He used to be an aeronautical engineer before that. And he inverted, and he went, oh my gosh. The first time he really got relief through everything else that he tried. And he went, okay, there's gotta be a better way to do this though, because I mean, those boots, you need help to get hoisted up.
Right.
You have full inversion only. And so he came up with the Teeter inversion table that allows you to get different angles of inversion to get the right stretch for you. It allows more people to use it. And it has absolutely been his passion ever since.
Yeah.
And so 21 years ago, we started on HSN.
Yep.
We are the longest running product, single product on HSN. And it's because it works. I mean, when you have back pain, you have so few choices. Everything's predominantly dealing with symptoms, or it takes a big chunk of your life to go make the appointments go there, the high cost of those. This is something that's natural, non-invasive, and it's FDA registered. That's the big thing. I mean, we're not just talking about generalized back pain, but we're talking about major conditions. There's sciatica, there's spinal degenerative joint disease, that's the same as osteoarthritis, spinal curvature due to tight muscles, like who doesn't get misalignments in their spine? So this is basically everyone.
Right.
Muscle tension, of course, you can't go through a day without picking up muscle tension. Then there's herniated discs, degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, and muscle spasm. So there's a huge number of different conditions, and all of them really are interacting with your spine differently. Some are discs, some are muscles, some are alignment. This is one product that is able to interact with your back to bring relief on so many different levels. And we have an animation that it's gonna show you. I mean, because it's so simple, it's so common sense. You invert, you use your body weight to pull traction. Now, your discs are under pressure when you're standing. They're even under pressure when you're laying down. Here's an opportunity to stretch the back. You relax tense muscles, and that stretching allows the spine to elongate. So if you've picked up a misalignment, naturally realigns. But then here's really the big deal for those of you that have herniated discs or sciatica. We allow the discs to hydrate. Now, they are like sponges. And you wake up in the morning and gravity's squeezing them down. And of course, when you go to bed at night, you do take some of the pressure off, but not 100%. So when you invert, you get the pressure in the spine to at or near zero. And those sponges, because that's how they get their nutrition, is not through blood supply. Like if you cut your skin, you scab, it heals pretty quickly, but discs don't have a blood supply. They rely on the moments when the pressure's off to absorb the nutrition that they need. So think about it. If you are waiting until you go to bed at night and there's still pressure, it's taking hours and hours and hours and hours and hours for your disc to get what they need. What if you had a product that you could jump on that's going to give you the opportunity throughout the day to rehydrate those discs, get them to their full height capacity, give them a little snack, right? And you can do that a few times a day. I mean, 3 to 5 minutes is what we're talking about. Because once the pot is filled, if you will, you don't need to keep pouring water in, right? You just need to fill it up, and then you go on with your day. And it's all, I mean, it's a maintenance program. It is. It's like anything else. It's like eating healthy, right? You start on the path, you start to feel better, and then the more you do it, the more you see the results, the more your life has changed.
And I think that you said it's the more that you see the results, but it's also the more that you feel the results, because it's the restrictions. It's the things that we can't do that are stopping us from living our very best life. And most of that is gonna be rooted in pain. So this is a targeted approach. You're not masking it with taking any medication or having to go see a doctor. This is something that naturally you do that's completely non-invasive, and you own this medical class 1 device at home that the entire family can use. We're gonna show you how this can be customized to basically any height level. It is UL certified, which means it has the highest level of certification, so that we know that this is gonna withstand being, inverting multiple times, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, over and over and over again. It comes 85% assembled, because I know you might be looking at this going, oh my gosh, what is that gonna take? They have thought through everything. They are the experts when it comes to inversion. Please note that this hour we wanna not only educate you, but teach you that there are imitators competitors out there. And you have to really think about the 85% assembly, the double the warranty, 10-year warranty, which is an added value, the fact that it has that FDA registered Class 1 medical device and the UL certification, all the things that you want, plus it's a customer pick. Every single review is nearly a perfect 5-star. We've been running them at the bottom, but you're the one I want to hear from. Give us a call. If you have owned a Teeter Inversion table, please let everybody else know how this has affected your life, how it's changed your life, the well-being of your life. This happens to be the FitSpine X3, so it's an amazing kind of fully feature-rich version. And if you're picking it up today, tell us why. Tell us maybe you've been like millions of other people who've watched over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Today's the day you make that decision because of the $160 savings, because it's our best flex pay. It's about $53 and change, and the free shipping and handling. So we're super excited because, Riley, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys do your best offer in January because we know resolution usually, and the top resolutions is health. Everybody wants to get their health back in some way, shape, or form.
And joint pain is usually one of the things that's holding us back, right? We might want to go to the gym, but we get there and it hurts. Your body's stiff, you don't have the flexibility, the joints physically are aching as you're going throughout the activity. You can't stick with it if you're dealing with that pain. Plus, like you said, all the things that you're giving up throughout the year. I mean, it's not just about going to the gym, it's about living your best life throughout the year.
The normal, everyday, mundane things.
Going to work even, like sitting comfortably at your desk, at the office, and being able to feel good throughout your day.
Well, you said it, sitting. We're all sitting a lot more. We're using electronics a lot more. But we have some powerful testimonials, including one from Dr. Fryer. I think that's the one we're going to show next.
Dr. Fryer and Dr. Long.
All right, so Dr. Fryer and Dr. Long. So take a listen to this.
So when you decompress, there is a lengthening of the spine. And by doing so, with a greater disc height, you've got more room for the nerves. There's less compression with the facet joints. And the spine is just much happier.
For the past 53 years, I've been a neurosurgeon with a major interest in chronic pain and dealing with many patients with back pain. Most patients tell me if they use their Teeter Inversion table on a regular basis, they simply feel much better. No one has to do anything to you, and I think it's a very natural way to deal with the problem.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the information is really, really valuable from doctors.
Right. I mean, Dr. Long was the head of neurosurgery at a major hospital for 35 years.
Wow.
And he still has a private practice. In fact, people fly in from all over the world. I mean, he's a big, big deal. And, you know, it's common sense. You're letting your body help itself. You're giving your back the opportunity to get realigned, to decompress. It's not, I like what he says, nobody has to do anything to you. You are able to do this on your own, and there's not this, well, if I take this, if I ingest this, what else am I doing to the rest of my body? I mean, I might be wanting to target this bit of pain, but everything is getting that dose.
Well, again, and you have side effects with all that kind of stuff too. Like, this is natural. You're literally getting on it minutes a day. You don't need an outlet. It makes no sound. It doesn't need, you know, replacement or maintenance. You're not having to put batteries.
No.
I mean, it is so simple and so all natural and non-invasive that we are, I mean, it's one of the most proudest items that we have here at HSN, but it really is about you and your customer reviews and your testimonies. So that's why I'm delighted, because I know it's early on a Sunday morning, but the wonderful Deborah, who I'm excited to meet, who owns a Teeter Inversion table, is joining us. So Deborah, welcome into HSN. I'd love to introduce myself. My name is Valerie, and then we have Riley Teeter here this morning. So hi, Deborah from Colorado.
Good morning. How are you guys this morning?
We're great. You're up early, my friend.
Yeah, well, I haven't been to bed yet.
Oh my, okay. Do you work in the medical field?
No, I'm disabled.
Okay.
I bought the Teeter in July of 2001.
Oh, wow.
And when I first got on it, I had it set at 5'6", and it didn't work for me, so I had to set it at 5'5". So I got it working, and then it stopped working. So then I went through 5'5", 5'6", 5'7",
oh,
and then
she's straightening out.
I finally had it set at 5'8".
What?
Yeah.
And
I went through 4 settings in the first when I first got it.
Yeah.
And Deborah, that's
So
because
that
you were
was so
elongating your
weird for
spine.
me.
Yeah. How has this changed your life since 2001?
Well, I had to stop using it because I ruptured a disc and then I had back surgery.
Oh.
And then I had a subdermal hematoma, so I couldn't invert for a while, for about a year. And then it got put in a corner and I couldn't get to it. And I finally got it out and I'm just starting to use it again, so.
Well, how's it making you
it's
feel now
really
that you're using
helping.
it?
It's really helping to get my lower back stretched out, and my neck is now an issue for me, so I have to be careful.
Oh. It's great for your
So-
neck as well. It really does help stretch the entire spine. So not just the lower back, but that's where my problems are in my neck, because I am one of those people that is just victim to technology and I'm constantly looking down. And it really does help bring the head back over the shoulders
Yeah.
and stretch out those neck muscles as well.
Deborah, we wish you a healthy and happy 2020. Thank you for calling in and thank you for sharing with everybody that you've owned Teeter for almost 10 years now. Thank you. And you know what I noticed with Deborah is since 2001, she's had a medical journey. But
Yeah.
yet the Teeter's always there for her. You can always go back to it. It's something
Right.
that, you know, is you can fit into your life at any time and it's serving you that positive, all natural experience. And I love that we're showing Matt. Matt is our model here. Matt will eventually be going to full inversion. He likes to show off a little bit. But
Yes, he does.
I kind of want to start, I want to start from the beginning, Riley, because I feel like, you know, with Deborah calling in, this is so practical. It's something you've doubled the warranty for us today. So normally it's 5 years, it's 10 years.
Right.
It comes 85% assembled. Deborah mentioned something. She started at certain height ranges and maybe people at home are like, how do I make that change? So when we get this home, how does this look and how do we put this into our life?
One of the reasons I think she adjusted so many inches is she probably had bad posture on top of that, because posture is something that it's progressive. So you have the hunched shoulders now, these muscles in the front shorten, the ones in the back lengthen, and you keep creeping down because you don't have a proper alignment of bones which best resists gravity.
Right.
You start relying on soft tissue. Gravity is like, think about a can, like a Coke can. If you were to take it and push on it, it resists it. But if you crumple it in any way, like put a little dent in it, it will fold easily.
Exactly.
That's your body. So she probably had bad posture, and then so we're straightening up the posture while also elongating the spine, and that's why she was seeing like 4 inches is pretty
That's
significant.
Huge. Well, and this is a fully feature-rich because this is the FitSpine X3 that comes with the FlexTech bed. So
Yes.
this is good for everyone.
So let's start with that.
Perfect.
Because you bring up the FlexTech bed because this is a big upgrade. So the previous bed sat right on the steel frame here. And we need this hard surface, this firm surface here, because it's a decompressive surface. All the benefit comes from the body slide, the traction that we get, the elongation of the spine that we get. So we don't want to put foam on the bed to make it comfortable because your body will sink in. It'll stop decompression. So HSN customers, we read all those reviews, right? And they said, you know what? I love it. I'm getting the benefits. I mean, if you go on read, they're heartwarming. They're moving testimonials about lives changed. But a few people were like, it's not as comfortable as I'd like it. So how are we gonna deal with that? Can't do foam. So my dad, an engineer, said, okay, we're gonna lift it up off the frame. So there's 8 points of floating suspension. And you can see here that it flexes, it moves, it makes it a softer, more flexible surface without compromising the function, because it's easy to throw gimmicks onto it and we can sell you a song and dance, but the fact of the matter is that we understand back pain. It was my dad's journey with back pain that brought us here, and it's about the benefits. It's about, will it help you get where you want to be? That's why we did it this particular way, which is much more expensive than adding foam, right? But you're getting that upgrade. You're getting the bridge. So this is something really cool that you can also do with a firm surface, and we're the only brand that has this type of bridge that you can move to different locations. Now, this is a critical feature because when you set it down low and it's really lined up with your butt right here, it creates a bumper, if you will, right? So your butt doesn't slide anymore, but it amplifies the decompression in the lower back, and that really helps square the hips, which are really hard to properly align.
I know, yes.
But they're the foundation of the spine. And if you've ever been to the chiropractor, one of the things they do is they lay you down and they look at your leg length.
Right.
Your legs are not different lengths, but when your hips get twisted, then it will cause that.
Sure.
And that creates a host of other problems besides pain in the lower back, but it also, the whole spine will curve because it wants your head square on top.
Right.
So now we're constantly have this misalignment in our spine, and we're talking about how it gets progressively worse if you don't deal with it.
Sure.
So this is a way to square the spine. You're also getting these acupressure nodes. There's 8 of them. 4 of 2 different sizes. You can put them anywhere on the bed here, and that will align with that sore muscle. If you're somebody that works at a computer and you've got that arm that gets stressed out, that's what I'm speaking about, that because that's what I have. I'm constantly using the mouse, and that right shoulder muscle gets so tight.
Yeah.
And my husband's so mean, he won't massage it. So you line
There's
up
it's like a little concentrated thumb, like really
Right.
kind of gently digging in exactly where you want it, totally customizable. And then I love that it's customizable for different heights.
Yes, so that's super easy. This is what makes it, I mean, you wanna go from his to hers, you just slide it to your
So
height.
what's the shortest height and tallest height?
4'8" to 6'6",
Okay.
300-pound user weight capacity, but with a 400% safety factor. And what that means is we are tested, because we are UL safety certified, to hold 1,200 pounds. So they require a 4 times user weight capacity. So that's what makes it 300 pounds. But back to the upgrades, because I just started with 2. There's way more, right?
know.
There is the Easy Reach handle. Now this is huge. This is probably the biggest upgrade.
It's one of my favorites.
So if you've bought a table from Teeter at any time during our 21 years and you don't have this upgrade, you can buy it from us, but it is $100. Now remember, when we launched on HSN 21 years ago, we were $329.
Are you
So you think
serious?
about the value of us including that today, like at $319,
That's
you're
incredible.
getting this upgrade for free, plus the other ones that we're talking about. So huge value. But this was designed for our chiropractor's office, for our doctor's offices, because the patients couldn't bend down. Previously, there's a pin. You had to bend all the way down to your ankles. And this is an easy reach. You just reach and close it. And I'm just gonna jump on while I explain the rest of these, because it's almost easier.
So you set the height, and then you see how easily Riley just stepped into it, and now you're gonna secure your ankles,
Right, so just
Secure your
reach.
feet.
I mean, listen to this. These are micro adjustments. That's stainless steel. I mean, high grade steel. Micro adjustments to make sure that it is secured to the perfect snug fit, not too tight, not too loose. You're getting the ergo embrace. These were 3 generations of tooling. I mean, you would think it would not be that hard, but trying to get it to the perfect level of squishiness, but still secure, getting it to wrap around so that your ankles are comfortable, because this is really what is holding you. And if you go out there and you look at the products that copied us in the last couple years, look at the ankles first and foremost, because that's what's holding you, and they're terrible. Like, you don't want to be able to kick out from the slide out from the side, and you definitely want the wraparound. So this is hard backing for security, and then this special pressure reducing foam that goes throughout the inside. Now, the other upgrades that you're getting, and this is precision balanced, mind you. So one of the things also by not putting on a foam bed is that we're allowed, or we're able to make this precision balancing. Look how the arm weight, like, you want to return upright? All right. Like, you're not getting stuck upside down. You're not getting these high speeds of rotation. You are in complete control. And upgraded on the table today is, if you don't feel comfortable using your arms like I am to rotate, you want that something to hold on to, we've included the handles here. So you just hold on, you walk yourself into and out of inversion. And you know what, to be honest, obviously I know how to use this. I don't need the training wheels, if you will.
Yeah.
But I have these, this is the table I have at home. This is the exact table that I picked for my house because I use these as GripandStretch handholds. So these are part of the little routine that I do while I'm inverted to realign my spine. So once you advance, they're still a great tool. But this is one of my favorites.
Oh, I love the traction handles.
Yes.
Oh, those are my favorites.
They're small but mighty because what they allow you to do, and I actually am not rotating as far as I'd like to while using them, but you reach up, there we go, and you press on the traction handles. Now, because my ankles are secure at the other end, I am able to push and manually elongate my spine as if I was in full inversion, but of course I'm at a very gentle angle. So what you need to do to get the best benefits out of this product is 3 to 5 minutes.
That's it.
Do a couple stretches, get loose, feel the body elongate, feel that stretch. You're going to get off the product. And when you know, it's like, if you've ever been to a chiropractor, you've ever been to a massage, you know that feeling of releasing the tension, of getting that realignment. That's what you feel as you get off of this.
Yeah.
I mean,
and if you've visited a doctor, you've had maybe those packages at the massage therapy, you know how expensive those are. The fact that this is something that you own, that is completely all natural, and this is the first big visit of the year. This is the visit to pick it up because this is the lowest price we've ever done on the most feature-rich version of the Teeter Inversion table. This is the FitSpine, this is the X3 with all the upgrades. So first off, we've taken $160 off of our price, right? You can't get this kind of price anywhere else. Then we're doing free shipping and handling, which is an additional, I think, like $43 and change. Plus, we're including a double warranty, which is another at least $50 value. You're looking at nearly a $250 savings today. That is worth your life and your health. This is something that you're gonna do for you a couple minutes a day. I wanna talk about how important it is, though, that it is FDA registered. So what is it FDA registered for? What is it going to treat? What is it going to address? This is a Class 1 medical device. Back pain, I feel like, is one of the #1 things that people wake up and they feel that ache and that pain and that tightness. And then you can run us through, because I feel like sometimes these are fancy medical words that maybe you've only heard from your doctor, but these are real life, everyday issues.
These are real life things that, you know, if you have them, it is debilitating to your life. Your day is wrecked when sciatica is triggered. I mean, you can go through bouts of having sciatica and then it gets a little better and then it's triggered by something. And that's really why you get in this loop of inactivity. I would do it, but I'm scared it's gonna trigger my sciatica. And that's a pinched nerve, by the way. So you can have that in your back, a lower back, or in your arms, where it's running down your arms. You feel that nerve pain radiating. Spinal degenerative joint disease, that's the same as osteoarthritis.
Okay.
And that is helped. What's helping when you're inverting, when you have that, is you're stimulating the fluid into the joint, and that's giving it the movement and the lubrication back that it needs. So that's how it's helping to bring relief for that particular item. And then spinal curvature due to tight muscles, that's pretty self-explanatory. As you elongate, you are moving any misalignments back into place. Muscle tension, the stretching, you're getting extra circulation into those muscles, helping to relieve that tension. Of course, we're including today the acupressure nodes that give you that extra boost of massage if you have muscle tension or muscle spasm. Herniated discs, now that's a huge one, and that has different terms. So you can have a bulged, a slipped, or herniated discs are kind of different levels of the same thing. Herniated is when it has actually like popped, and a bulge is if it's just pushing out. And what's really happening when you herniate the disc or have degenerative disc disease or spinal stenosis or facet syndrome is that the space for the nerve root to exit, and I'm gonna grab spiny here. So I want you to look at your spine. This is grand central station, right? Your brain's up here and your spinal cord is running down your spine. And this is why back pain is so serious. I mean, you hurt your arm, it's you know, you have to live with the pain, but here everything's connected.
Exactly.
This is controlling your heart rate, your breathing, you know, all this is the communication between the brain and the rest of the body. And these discs are really what is giving the space for the nerve root to exit from the spinal column. Now the discs themselves, don't have a blood supply, so they don't heal quickly, right? They're relying on absorption of moisture, so that's why getting the pressure off is so critical to helping them rejuvenate. But they also are susceptible to thinning out. Now, they don't have nerves either, so if these are getting injured, you really don't feel it from the disc itself. Where you feel it is when the disc thins out and the pressure squeezes the nerve roots, or the bulge here presses on the nerve roots. So it's these nerves that we're always thinking about getting the pressure off. So think about it. Invert, use your body weight, so the same weight that's compressive while upright. And plus, think about it. I don't want to load the neck with all my body weight, right? But the weight of your head is perfect to decompress your neck. You're gonna need more decompression, and we're gonna show you the Nachemson animation because it's gonna show you what pressure is happening in the spine and how it plays out. So this, a number of volunteers permitted a pressure sensor to be surgically implanted in their third lumbar disc, and they set a baseline of 100% pressure in the standing body position and then compared other body positions to that. So the first one they looked at was bending over, and we all know you need to be careful when bending over. That's why they teach you, lift with your knees, lift with your knees, right? But the surprises happened, it's sitting, right? We take a load off, we feel like, oh, I'm relaxed, I'm sitting down. But we dump all that pressure onto the spine because the muscles are relaxed. Now, this is us not in perfect posture. If you're like leaning over that computer, or hunched over your steering wheel, or, you know, even slouching down on the couch. But here's the thing. When we go to bed at night, we take 25% standing body pressure to bed with us. And that's not caused by, obviously, the standing weight. It's caused by the muscles and ligaments that hold you in background compression. Now, those are needed for stabilization, but it does make it difficult for the disc to rehydrate while you're in bed. So the study showed that you need to pull about 60% of your body weight to bring the pressure in the disc to at or near zero. So think about it. Even if you take a sponge at home and you squeeze it, all the water comes out. Now, even if you keep 25% pressure on and you're pouring water on it, it's, you know, it's gonna take a long time to get what it needs. You take the pressure off and the discs just, you know, they get that opportunity. And again, we are giving the body the opportunity to get what it needs, right? It's like eating healthy food. We're giving it what it needs so that it can be its best. We're giving the disc the nutrition to what they need, and you're getting the added benefit of the realignment. And the stretching and the relaxing of the muscles. And that's why it's so powerful. That's why there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of testimonials on .com, almost all 5-star.
Exactly, which is why it's the longest running item successfully here at HSN for 21 years. I want you to be a part of our show. We had Donna call us earlier. Our testimonial line is open, and it is so imperative that I get a chance to hear from you and that other viewers get a chance to hear how a Teeter inversion table has affected your life, or maybe why you're making the decision today. So 1-866-376-8255 is the number to dial to chat with us. If you want to place your order today, you can do that by phone. You can go to your app on your smartphone. You can go to your computer and go to hsn.com, but you need the item number. So it is 638925. And one of my most favorite things that we get a chance to do is obviously the savings is absolutely superior. Best price we've ever done, but we also give you our best flex pay. So it's only $53 and change. That's on any major credit card that you have, and free shipping and handling. But there's one thing more. We give you 30 days to try this out. It comes 85% assembled. So when it comes delivered to your door and you put it together, I want you to take that time, give yourself that 3 minutes of the day for the next 30 days, and then you make your decision. And if it's not working for you, you send it back, no questions asked. But it wouldn't be so wildly successful and one of the #1 most highly rated products here at the network for 21 years if it wasn't changing lives. We have a quick little testimonial. Oh yeah, and by the way, we're doubling the warranty, which is amazing. 10 years, because this is a lifetime product. This is for the entire family. Remember, customized height and for weight. But we do have a testimony I want to share with you, and then we'll come back on, and then guess who's going to invert? This girl. So take a listen.
The back problems really started when I did a long road trip. When you're in constant pain, it definitely has a significant impact on your ability to deal with little kids that are running around. You can't deal with stress as easily.
I just wanted him to be better and be back to himself and back to being a vibrant part of our family. His pain had an effect on his relationship with the kids, and that was hard to watch.
A friend of mine introduced me to Teeter. As soon as I got on it, it was relief. It felt amazing.
The net benefit of him using the Teeter to our family is just unbelievable.
I'm like a spokesperson for the Teeter. I tell everybody I know.
Isn't that the case when you find something that really works and you get your life back, or you get a part of your life back, you want to share it with everybody? And I love that if his health affected his entire family.
Oh, that's true.
Those limitations and restrictions affect if you're going to go out and see your friends, if you're going to hang out with your grandkids, if you're going to go play tennis, if you're going to feel confident, go to the grocery store by yourself. You literally get that confidence and that empowerment back because you feel better.
Well, and I feel like, and I've heard that when you feel bad, I mean, you even know when you get a cold, right? Anything when you feel bad, you also eat all the junk food. You make all the bad choices because it's easier. Like I can make a salad, but I'll have mac and cheese, right? You know, it's like, it's a downward spiral. And the more that you're babying your back, the less you're moving, the more your back is atrophying, the muscles that are supporting the spine, and then the pressure is increasing in the spine, and you just get in this downward cycle of just feeling worse and worse.
And do you feel like that for whether you're 25 or 65, is there a time, because your father's what, 81, almost 82?
Right,
is there an age that you say, oh, no, you're long gone. You can't help your spine, right?
No.
Matt's laughing at me, but Matt's over there showing off. Matt, how long have you been inverting, by the way?
15 years.
Yeah, he started with us, 15 years ago.
What's been your experience?
Oh, it's amazing. This works. It's common sense, but I mean, to know that the bones are actually just squeezing those sponges of discs in your spine and pinching nerves, that's sciatica, just, you know, to spread them out and let them rehydrate just makes sense. But I was in England and I threw my back out in the most Englishman way. I was picking up an umbrella and I threw my back out, a healthy back, I thought, but I'd been injuring it like bit by bit by bit by treating it badly.
Before.
I was a carpenter for 12 years and it's really physically taxing. But actually, then I got a job where I could sit all day in an office, and I ended up balancing on the arms of the chair to try and get pressure off my lower back, because I was more uncomfortable sitting all day than carrying lumbar on my shoulder all day. But so I threw my back out in England, and I have an inversion table here, and I don't have one in England. So I went to a chiropractor, and he clunked me back into place, and I mean, I hobbled in there like I was like a living funhouse mirror. I was off to one side, my torso was further to the right than my hips. It was really painful. And then he clunked me agonizingly and then said, roll over, and that's extremely painful to do. And so I did that, and then he clunked me again. And it did work for a couple of hours. And then I got home, sat down. Half an hour later, I tried to stand up again. It was back to normal, back to bad again.
Yeah, he called me.
You know?
He's like, I'm in England. Do you have a dealer here? Can you get me an inversion table?
Yeah.
Especially when you know how much it relieves that tension and that pain. Can you tell me how tall you are, and if you don't mind sharing how much you weigh?
I'm 6'2", and today I'm 172 pounds.
All right,
So
and you can go full inversion.
The inversion table, though, arrived after he left, so his mom's been using it, and she has had huge benefit.
My mum recently moved. Now that Riley was kind enough to send a table, a medical emergency table. And by the way, when I got home after 2 chiropractic visits in England that worked for just a few hours each, I got home after a painful flight, got on my own inversion table, hung upside down 4 times in one day, just for a little while each time, and pushed on these. And I felt the of my back realigning. The muscles were sore because they'd been in binding in misposition, wrong position for a week. But I was walking, I jogged down the stairs. Like 5 days later, I was just back to normal completely. And
bouncing around.
But my mum walks, now that she's got an inversion table, she just uses it for a couple of minutes. And then 3 to 5 minutes, not in full inversion like I do, she does it to there. But now she walks 3 miles a day to her friend's house.
Good for her.
And then 3 miles back, and they come together. And then so her friend gets 6 miles walking home. So they do this little relay together.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. She's lost 40 pounds.
This projection of when you have the confidence. I mean, we talk to so many people about how they feel after using it, and the word I hear again and again is freedom. Like the choices you can make when you have a place you can go when you hurt, when you know, you know what, it's okay if I throw it out on Friday, because I have my inversion table. I'm not gonna have to live through the weekend until I can get in and make an appointment, or I'm gonna have to ingest things that only deal with symptoms. The confidence level, yeah, I'll go with you and take a walk. I'll go with you on this trip. You know, this car ride and all that,
Exactly.
It's really freeing.
Well, I mean, we focus a lot on the exterior, but there is no exterior if you don't focus on the interior, right? A youthful spine is a healthy spine. A healthy spine is a more youthful spine. And I do know that Matt goes full inversion. There is a tether strap.
Right.
So do not feel you're figuring out where that inversion spot is. This is what is holding you. And he can show off and do abs, which, listen, this will grow with you. This will change with you. The sky is the limit when you're not suffering, when you're not dealing with the back pain, the herniated disc, the sciatica, the degenerative joint disease, all the facet syndrome. The list goes on and on. All of the things that the FDA has said, this addresses, this treats. So maybe you've sat across the white coat and he's looked at you or she's looked at you and said, you've got muscle spasms, facet syndrome, spinal stenosis, degenerative disc disease, herniated disc disease. The list will continue to a second page. Back pain, sciatica. I mean, I think I read them all backwards, but that's fine.
They're all there.
They're all there. And this is UL safety certified. It comes 85% assembled. We have our best flexible payment at the lowest price. Today is the day to do it. This has been a nice kind of lengthy visit with you and your dad, but it ends tomorrow. I would hate for you to go about your day, go back to work tomorrow, and realize when you realize the pain and you're like, you missed the offer. So $160 savings, free shipping and handling, plus the double warranty, which means we took it from 5 years to 10 years on a customer pick that has been our longest running, most successful item here at the network. Reviews are at the bottom of your screen, but Lori is standing by from California.
Great. Hi,
Lori, you've now prevented me from getting on. I'm gonna get on in just a minute, but we are so happy that you're waking up early with us. I hear, did you just make the purchase on the FitSpine X3?
Yes, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to get this for about 5 or 6 years, and I finally decided to get it this morning.
Yay!
What happened is I used to race dirt bikes, the enduro races. They're like 60 miles long, and 5 years ago I fell 15 feet backwards, and I had a neck brace on, thank God, and it hurt my neck so bad. My neck is real compressed on the left side.
Oh, no.
And it causes my hands to go to sleep when it's real bad. So I heard that you said that it really helps your neck, and I wanted to hear more about that, because I think that this might be the ticket to help me.
Yeah, absolutely. It does. My neck is the thing that bothers me too. Mine is not as death-defying as what you were doing. Mine is simply from sitting at a desk all day. But I have a little routine, and you know what? When we come back to me, I will show you some of it, because what it does is, I'm gonna take the tether strap off. So I gotta tell you, I want you to start off slowly. Everybody should start off slowly, because it is easy to do. You're gonna find that you're very comfortable on the product, you're not worried, but your body is making major changes. So you don't, like, even Matt was talking earlier, like when his back was out of alignment for a long time and then he got it back into alignment, his muscles were still sore. I mean, they've been out of alignment, they've been triggered in different ways. And so you don't wanna stress out the muscles with the new position of your spine. So you wanna start out slowly. I do like to use a little stretches, and I use my hands to do it, right? Not moving the head necessarily side to side of its own muscles, but the hand will pull it to the side and pull it to the other side, and just hold it for like 10 seconds each side, and you can do that a few times. But the thing I really like to do is stick my hands underneath here and just kind of like roll it up and add a little bit more traction that way. Now, as you get more comfortable with inversion, and I'm hoping my mic packs don't, you know what, this is in the C setting, or B setting, so I won't be able to lock out. But when you get into full inversion, get comfortable enough to go into full inversion. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, let's do Matt.
Matt's gonna show you,
My
Lori.
dad had this table before, so he has it set on a C setting, which slows the rotation, and so it won't lock for me. But, so you put your hands underneath there, and you can add a little more traction that way. But I will just do little head circles like this, and it loosens up all those muscles in the neck, And just not even you're going around and bringing your chin up, just like literally like you're, think about a spoon on the top of your head and you're stirring something, and it just loosens up all those neck muscles. And yeah, I tell you, I am prone to headaches. And so if I keep up this routine, it really does help. It will help once you get the headache, but I really recommend
to be proactive.
To be proactive. And you'll find, my personal opinion is right before bed. And that's because you are realigning the spine, you're taking the pressure off, you're hydrating the disc, and you're going to bed with the disc pre-hydrated. That's great. And that really gives your body the opportunity to use that sleep time to help you better. And plus, it's just so much more relaxing. I am like one of those people with my neck, like I'm traveling right now, so I don't always get to invert. Even though I'm here, I don't get a proper inversion session every time. So I have to get my head back on the pillow properly and everything lined up. So that pre-inversion session really helps you fall asleep so much faster, because you're like, oh, it's nice and relaxed and it feels good. So you sleep better.
Lori, we are thrilled for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for believing in this and believing in us. We're gonna ship this right out to you. I cannot wait to hear what you think of it. And we're all in this together. And because we all have spines that hold up our back and hold up our head and hold, we're constantly putting pressure. And so as we get older, it gets more difficult on our spine,
I mean, we talk about the back pain in of itself, but there's more that's happening with your spine because it's so integral in your body. It's susceptible to gravity because of all the discs in the back. They are soft tissue, and so they squeeze out. We talk about the squeezing out on a daily basis, but they permanently lose height as you age. And of course, I mean, this is showing the older gentleman, his body shape has changed because his mass is the same, but in a shorter column. So we bulge out in the center. But the big deal really is that when the discs become thin, obviously we lose the flexibility and mobility in our back. And by inverting, by doing a regular program, we get regular programs of maintenance. Like I brush my teeth last longer. I use the creams, my face, looks better, more youthful longer. You understand these systems that you do to help with the aging process. This is something that you're doing for your spine, which is one of the most integral parts of your body. It's nice to have great skin. It's paramount to have a great spine. Now, I will say, we're not going to keep you at 20 years of age, right? But we're going to keep you from progressing more quickly than you need to. We're gonna help you keep your flexibility, your mobility. And if you have any question about that, do some research on golf and inversion. There's been studies done because golf requires so much flexibility that how much more flexibility can you gain through inversion as seen through the improvement in your golf game?
Exactly, and no, that's so great. And a lot of people play golf. But a lot of things you're not doing right now. A lot of things you're saying, I'm really sorry, I can't come to that. I can't last that long. I didn't sleep well, I hurt. Remember, this is something that you own. It doesn't require any batteries. It doesn't require an outlet. It doesn't make a sound. So you could literally not even disturb anyone in your household. And it does fold up and you can put it away, but when it gets delivered to your door, it comes 85% assembled. That was really important with the Teeter family. They wanted to make sure you had no roadblocks getting to your first inversion. A few minutes a day is all that you need to start with. And you can go, of course, not even full inversion. You'll eventually get to that. But I want to really encourage you for this very first visit of 2020 to take advantage of the lowest price we've ever done. This amazing, fully feature-rich, the most upgraded version that we've done at the lowest price. So right off the top, we're taking $160 off. Then we're taking care of the shipping and handling, which is an additional $43 and change savings, breaking up your payments into FlexPay, which just means you don't have to pay this off right away. You pay it off over time, but we deliver it to your door within just a matter of days, right? Then we're gonna double the warranty for you. That's an added value. So instead of 5-year warranty, we're doing a 10-year warranty. It is a huge customer pick with nearly every single review being perfect 5 stars. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who have not only called in over the years, but written reviews, and this is the day to do it. So it's item number 638925, and I know we have some things to get to, and I know we have some callers. We're we're gonna go out to Pennsylvania in just 2 seconds. I wanna get on and I'm like, please let me get on.
Yeah.
Just because for those watching, I want you to see how simple, of course, Riley's taller than me. We are going to set the height. That's the first step, right?
Right, yeah.
So we'll set it to 5'2".
Okay, and then you can see it's labeled. Step 1, set the height. Step 2, set the angle that you want to invert to. And then step 3, lock your ankles.
So now I use the handles, right? So I use the handles, I step in 1 foot at a time.
Right.
So I feel really secure because I've got all this supporting me. Then I'm gonna just push back, and I'm gonna find where it just locks into place. I got that last little lock, so look, it's so secure. And now, notice that I get on, and I'm not going anywhere, right? Like, I want you to know that when you get on, you don't have to feel like it's going back.
Right.
I've got my handles here, I've got my handles here, and you just take a nice little lean back, and you'll see, again, it depends on your center of gravity, how you quickly start going back. But then as soon as I start moving my arms, right, and you can do one arm if you want, or both arms, I naturally start to lean backwards. And here I am starting to loosen up, go from the ankles, push back.
And there you go, tether strap is,
and I can literally, do you see how I grabbed here and I come up? But I can go all the way back if I want.
Right. I mean, that's the precision balancing.
Yeah, tuck it in my shirt.
That's one thing you have to be aware of is stuff in your pockets and shirts coming up. But you know, it's the tether strap is set. You're not gonna go back any further than this. But like you said, you have complete control. You bring your arms back up to your side, you come back up to your side. If for some reason you're not coming back up to when you bring your hands to your side, just bend your knees. All you have to do is shift more weight towards the foot side and you will come up. When you shift weight towards the head side, you go down. You're not gonna get stuck. You're not gonna go faster than you want to. You're not gonna feel uncomfortable.
Exactly.
And every single table, like we just pick out of a pile. We don't bring like this special one for on air. This is like, we just ship one over here. This is the one we use.
And this is the one you're gonna get.
And because they're all robot welded to make sure that the precision in all the features is dialed down, so the one you get at home is as good as the one that we have here.
Love it.
It's gonna have that balancing, it's gonna have that UL safety certification. You're gonna find the label on the back of the table that says it's been through extensive testing, so you have all this security to really make you feel comfortable and confident.
And that's what we want. Now we're gonna go out to Pennsylvania. I'm so excited that you guys are joining us and sharing. So Nina in Pennsylvania, good morning, Happy New Year.
Good morning. How are you guys doing this morning?
We're wonderful.
Great. Thank you for calling.
Well, I am so excited about this product. I have been watching it and contemplating buying it and a little fearful of it, you know, but I suffer from, I just recently, about 4 years ago, had a herniated disc bulge in my 6th and 7th cervix. And I'm recovering excellent from that. But I also recently got diagnosed with disseminated disc disease and sacanic nerve in my lower back. I'm an accountant by field, so I'm at a computer desk. So everything she was saying, I was totally relating to. You know, it's gotten to the point that I gave up my business for like a year just to try to allow my body to realign. I'm so excited, and I just needed to talk to you guys about it, but my only other concern is that I have vertigo.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to know, with the going back, would that trigger vertigo? Do you feel dizzy coming up?
You know, I can honestly say I don't know if it'll trigger it for you. Is it inner ear related, your vertigo?
Out with it's been like 8 or 9 years ago that I suffered a really bad symptom of it. I had to actually go to therapy to like realign the crystals or whatever that is they say, and that was my only concern about the product. I was like, am I going to trigger my vertigo by going back and forth?
You know, I think the thing is I mean, I think definitely you can talk to a doctor, but my mom has vertigo. I think vertigo's different. That I feel like the triggers are different for each and every person.
Right.
The good thing is, Nina, is we'll ship this to you. If for some reason you don't have a good experience with it, you can send it back within 30 days. No questions asked. Do not worry. Do not fret. But if it does help you with all the issues, you know, pain and back related that you're dealing with, I think it's going to be well worth the investment.
I will also say, if you have a medical condition, like we always say, talk to your doctor
Definitely.
first. Obviously, this is FDA registered for 10 different kinds of back pain, but you know, everybody's different. Listen to your body, go talk to your doctor if that makes you feel more comfortable. I mean, across the board, what we hear is most of the time it's a yes from a doctor. It's highly doctor recommended. So, you know, give it a try, see what it'll do for you. And like you said, you get that 30-day money back guarantee.
Yeah, well, and I think
feel
too,
it for yourself.
To just sort of address with Nina, like you really control, like there is no, like you'll really feel that balancing, that center of gravity. So you really control at which the speed that you go back and that you come up. There's no flinging back and flinging forward. So I think it's something that you'll look forward to doing when you feel that relief, when you have, you know, that sensory experience of this is all natural, non-invasive. You can use it at your leisure. You know, we had some person earlier that called in that said she had just gotten home, you know, or, and the thing is she hadn't gone to sleep yet. So it could be at 6 o'clock in the evening, it could be at 6 o'clock in the morning, and to your customization. So you can be what height to what height, Riley?
4'8" to 6'6". So I mean, really it is for everybody, and it is any time. I mean, Guy, we did a show earlier, and he's like, I get on it when I feel discomfort. That works for me. Other people, you know, it's every day. Every day I like to do it before bed. Like I said, it makes me sleep better. I really want to listen to Jay. I know we're getting short on time,
let's do it.
so we can listen to him.
Let's do it.
Just drive. When you're bouncing around in a car and you're constantly sitting, compression of your back is just going to work on you. You just kind of grin and bear it and just be miserable. To describe the way it feels when you use the Teeter is just pure freedom. Everything says that this seems like it should be wrong, but it feels so right. You can feel your spine just being relieved of all that pressure. After about a month of using the Teeter, I actually had a little more flexibility in the back. Knowing it's right there in my home, it's a big weight off of my shoulders. My only regret is that I didn't get one sooner.
Wow, that's the first time I've ever seen Jay.
Yeah, and so a caller earlier was talking about, I waited so long, I kept watching, and that's really was Jay's story, and that's why I like it is, you know, he had an accident, and that's a lot of times the catalyst is an accident, but sometimes it's just life on this planet, you know? Finally your back gives out. And the fact that, you know, he's a bigger guy. This works for everybody, young, old. We were talking about one of my favorite testimonials that they pulled down because the tape is old. I mean, we've been here 21 years, but is a gal in her 90s that took it up and became a black belt in Taekwondo.
Stop it.
I am not kidding you. Like, she's awesome. She's just really fun too. But you know, it's like, it's for everybody. If you are feeling discomfort in your back, if you, it will help you. If you want to avoid discomfort in your back, I mean, this is like I said, brushing your teeth. It takes 3 to 5 minutes, but it's the same concept both in time and in results, because you take care of your spine, it'll take care of you.
But all you have to do is make that decision today. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Riley. I know we'll see you and your dad later.
Yes,
So excited for those of you to